Now, this game will probably go exactly like I think it will go, but Tulane coming into Ole Miss has far more implications than many people realize. Both Ole Miss and Tulane are wanting to go to the college football playoffs. Now, in all honesty, I don't think Lane Kiffin cares as much as you would think he does. I think he just wants to have a winning football program. I think he wants to put the best product on the field. And I think he wants to enjoy his time with Ole Miss. I think he loves it at Ole Miss. People keep talking about, well, he's probably in the running for this. I don't think he's leaving Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss has the perfect quarterback or the perfect coach for them. And this is coming from a Tennessee fan. But at the same time, Jon Sumrall wants to go to the college football playoff. He's got a team that could do it. But the difference is he's in the same conference as South Florida. And South Florida's already shined this year. And Tulane, they're a good team. They're a far better team than most people realize. Most people only follow the power conference teams. Well, Tulane is a really good team. I don't know if they're as good as what you would think of for uh, Ole Miss. I'm not sure. This is going to put a lot of this is going to show a lot of what Jon Sumrall has done. This is going to show what a lot of the group of five schools have put their hopes into for certain schools. So we're going to cover this game. Also, if you don't mind, hey, I'm a college football fanatic. Yes, I cover other sports because I just don't care about covering transfer portals and recruiting and all that. But college football is my fanaticism. So hit like and subscribe if you want to join me on hearing about this stuff. So here we go. Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video. And I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Nealon. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there. Okay, now the first thing we got to do, Jake Retzlaff, Jon Sumrall's picked to be quarterback. Number 3 in the nation in rushing among quarterbacks. He'll present a challenge similar to the number 1 rushing quarterback in the nation, Kalen Green of Arkansas. So Arkansas or Ole Miss has already seen that and had problems. Javian White, tied for number 1 in the nation in interceptions with 3 through 3 games. The Rebels will have to account for the top Green Wave defensive back. And Chaz Preston, former Alabama receiver, broke out for 95 yards on 3 catches last week against Duke. That's another thing. So Tulane, when you're looking at their stats, Jake Retzlaff, 46 of 78, 522 yards. He's only got a 59% completion rate. He's got no interceptions, 2 TDs by air, and they've been able to get to him 3 times. And this is Tulane's played Northwestern, South Alabama, and Duke, and they're 3-0. Now, South Alabama was a shootout. Duke wasn't at North Alabama was 33-31. Duke 34-27. Northwestern 23-3. They've beaten 2 Power 4 teams already. But they weren't ranked, and Northwestern isn't all that. Duke had a little bit higher hopes for them. South Alabama's a far better team than South Alabama's a little up and down, but they're a really good team. Brendan Sullivan, their QB2, 5 of 5. Nothing else other than that. Okay, Jake Retzlaff's leading rusher, 40 carries, 288 yards, 6 touchdowns. Think about that. 6 touchdowns from one guy. Second leading scorer when it comes to rushing is Barry Mobley, 21 carries, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, Javen Gordon is 27 of 122 yards, but he's not got any touchdowns. They got a lot of rushing going on this team. Um, Leading receiver is Amari Hayes, 13 for 143, but no touchdown. But Justin Reed, 4 carries, 52 yards, or 4 receptions, 52 yards, touchdown. And Johnny Pascuzzi, 4 for 34 and a touchdown. So they've only got two. You should you got to shut down the running game with them. 587 yards, receiving, 666 yards rushing. On defense, they got four. They sacked opposing quarterback 4 times. They've got 12 passes deflected and 5 interceptions. This is a scary defense, especially considering they've already gone up against Power Four teams. 2 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries. Uh, Dixon Agu's the leading tackler, 26 tackles, 1 pass deflected. You've got Jaheim Johnson, 7 tackles, but the man has got an interception. Javian White's only got 7 tackles, but 1 pass deflection and 3 interceptions. This is a very scary defense. No matter what you think, this is a very scary defense. Their offense, they're getting you on the ground. This is a ground and pound. Jon Sumrall has created a ground and pound, but it's not like that their receivers aren't doing some things. They've got Shaz Preston, not got a touchdown, but he's got a 63-yard run. Now, most of them haven't been able to get out there, but this is a game that could shock a lot of people because you're expecting a run. All of a sudden, a receiver gets out there. When you've got people that can do some decent runs, 26 yards for Amari Hayes, 33 for Justin Reed, a tight end. When you've got guys that can get out there and you're expecting that run, this can be bad. But like I said, I mean, they've got Javen Jordan having 122 yards rushing, 288 for Jake Retzlaff, 107 for Zabari Mobley, 86 for Maurice Turner, 67 for Arnold Barnes. They've got a lot of weapons, and you haven't seen it all yet. Now, turning to the Ole Miss Rebels, Lane Kiffin's put together a really good team. Austin Simmons, 34-56, 580 yards, 60.7% completion rate, 4 TDs, but he's got 4 interceptions. When you're going up against a defense like what you've got to go up against Tulane, that's not what you want to see. He's only been sacked twice. Now, mind you, they beat Kentucky 30-23, Arkansas 40-35. That was a shootout, and Georgia State was 63-7. Um, but you don't want to see those interception numbers. Kawan Lacey's rushed 61 times, 290 yards, 5 touchdowns. Logan Diggs, 9 for 97, 1 touchdown. Trinidad Chambliss, the QB2, who, by the way, has thrown 25 of 35, got a 71.4% completion rate, thrown 2 touchdowns, only been sacked once, no interceptions. He's rushed 22 times, 83 yards, 2 touchdowns. Austin Simmons, 16 for 69, 1 touchdown. Damian Taylor, 14 for 42, 1 touchdown. So they got 10. They're rushing. This defense the defense that practices against them knows what they've got to deal with when it comes to a Russian offense. Harrison Wallace, third, is got 15 receptions, 339 yards, 2 touchdowns, along a 55. Daquan Wright, 5 for 142, along a 64, got a touchdown. Dijon Stribling, 6 for 70 yards, a touchdown. Caleb Odom, 4 for 57, got a touchdown. And Isaiah Hartrip, 2 for 17, got a touchdown. So they've got several weapons in their offensive pool. Now, Kawan Lacey, hey, that man gets it. But when you've got two quarterbacks that can do what they do, that offense is very scary. So Yeah, you've got that problem when it comes to for Tulane when it comes to defense. Now on defense, Ole Miss has gotten to the opposing quarterback 4 times, 17 passes deflected, got an interception, one forced fumble, one fumble recovery. So they're able to get to the ball too. They're not able to catch it as much. 17 passes deflected, that can get scary real quick. But you're going up against the run team. TJ Daughtry's got 23 tackles. He's deflected 2 passes. He's a linebacker, forced a fumble. Uh, Xavier Harris got 17 tackles, got 2 sacks in there, got a pass deflected and an interception. So that's a defensive tackle that knows how to get in there and do what he's got to do. They've got studs on this team. But I don't know. Okay, last week they were probably tested. They were tested against Kentucky. But because Kentucky, for some reason, has Lane Kiffin, not necessarily doesn't have his number, but knows how to keep him. And Arkansas last week was way closer than most people thought it would be. Tulane is going to be giving them fits, but they've got the team that can do it. They've got a team that is balanced enough that I think they can do it. 633 yards, rushing 992 through the air. They are really balanced, and they can rely on the run. But they've got to go up against the Tulane team that, you know, they'll make you have to work for everything. So, and I think they can handle that. Now, I honestly think Ole Miss can win this game. Lane Kiffin knows how to coach in a big game. And you may be thinking, well, it's Tulane. It's not that big of a game. Tulane is trying to get to the college football playoff. They have to have a better resume than South Florida. Now, they're going to be facing Memphis, which is a no joke team in their conference. They don't have to face South Florida, but they've got East Carolina. After this game, East Carolina and Memphis are their 2 toughest teams. And then they've got to consider Army, which is going to be a repeat of the conference championship last year. But Army's coming to them, and I honestly think they're better than Army this year. After what I've seen of Army this year, I think they're better than Army and more consistent. Ole Miss is an SEC team. This that they're facing, I think they're prepared for what they're facing against Tulane, but don't think this is a joke game. Now, hey, it could turn into Ole Miss is fed up with it. They're wanting to put in a put up or shut up kind of game. But I don't think that Tulane's going to let them shut them up. I really don't. They're supposed to win. Rebels are supposed to win by 10.5 points. I think that's about right. I think that this could be Tulane could come in there and upset them. Could, but I think Lane Kiffin's just too stubborn to let Jon Sumrall beat him. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.